Hey everybody, I'm SARI Cohen with Hollywood First Look Features, and I am here with TILDA COBHAM-HERVEY, DANIELLE MACDONALD, and Unjoo Moon, the stars and director of I Am Woman. Welcome.
Thank you.
So first, I want to hear about the influence that Helen Reddy has had on each of you individually. How did her music impact you before you did this project, and how has getting to know her personally influenced your lives?
Well, I first heard Helen as a young child on the radio when I was growing up in Sydney, Australia. And even though I wasn't old enough to have been to a Helen Reddy concert or to have bought an album, I just remember so clearly the way when her voice and her music came on the radio, how it would impact the women in my lives, mostly my mother and her friends. And the 70s was such a big time of change for women that it sort of went hand in hand, with the women in my neighborhood going to jobs for the first time and learning about feminism. So it was a very strong memory for me. And as I got to know Helen better, I think that her story, rather than just the music, really hit home to me as a woman, because her story is really a story about a woman finding her independence and her voice and her strength to make a good decision for herself. And I think that that's sort of like a great message for most, not just women, people, I guess, at the moment as well.
I knew the song, I Am Woman, because I had just grown up with it. So it just seems like a very normal thing. So I don't think I ever really thought about the impact that it had or what the words really meant. Which is a shame, because it's incredible. It's an anthem and it's still around today for a reason. People are inspired by it. People are motivated by it. People gain confidence from it. And so I think doing this film actually just gave context to all of that. And I feel it now. Do you know what I mean? I actually understand what that song means, and I feel it within me. And when it comes on, I just want to scream it out loud, and that's a really exciting feeling. And Helen made that impact on the world. And that's an incredible thing. Not many people have that opportunity or the power to do that.
Well, I disagree. You know, I happen to believe it's high time the Bill of Rights be applied equally to women.
Yeah, I mean, I'd grown up again with the song. I knew the song, but I'm very ashamed to say I didn't know a huge amount about her life. And it really has been one of the greatest joys of my career to really just study her and learn about her and of my life. She's an extraordinary woman, and, sort of getting into, first of all, just how she's sort of the incredible determination and the things she had to overcome to get to where she is today. And the impact she had on so many people along the way is so incredibly inspiring. And, she got this record deal and she was being asked to find a song to sing on it, and she couldn't find a song that represented how she felt as a woman. So she went out and wrote one. And I think that's just such an incredible message. And the things it's done, it's definitely inspired me to go up and stand up and try and find my voice. And I hope that this film does it for other people. And yes, getting to meet Helen on the other end of spending so long sort of trying to embody her and step into her world, it was a very, very special experience, and one I'll never forget. Actually, the first time I met her was with Unjoo, and we all got up on stage with her daughter and her granddaughter and sung I Am Woman together, and that was very special.
What message do you hope I Am Woman tells to today's generation?
Okay, we're in the middle of a pandemic, so one, I hope it can entertain people, and I hope that it can actually just be a breath of fresh air during this time. And I also hope that it inspires people, encourages people to speak up or to have their say, to realize that their story matters and their voice matters. And that's kind of the biggest thing that I hope comes out of it. People just even getting any kind of confidence from that to take action in any way that they feel they want to.
I mean, absolutely agree with you on all of that. I guess maybe the other thing I'll say is I think it's just really important to always look back and celebrate the women that came before us. People like Helen have made it possible for me to live the life I live today. It seems absurd to think that a woman couldn't get her own name on a credit card. And people like her fought for all of that for us now, but I still think there's a lot of work to do. And I think learning about Helen definitely made me inspired to sort of stand up and keep fighting and I hope that it can give other young women and women and men everywhere the chance to sort of speak up and keep fighting for their rights.
I really hope our film not only entertains everybody, which, you know, if you get to watch it at home, you know, hopefully you'll get to sing along really loudly, maybe with the hairbrush in front of the mirror. But the other thing is that, you know, I really think that the message of our film is so appropriate to everything that's going on in the world right now. I hope it inspires people to go out and make really good decisions at a time when the world needs good decisions. We've got so many big things coming up that will impact all of us. And women have the power to go out and make a choice right now.
Thank you so much for joining me today. I Am Woman is on demand and in theaters. Check it out.